G'day, I'm David Hunt, and thank you for joining the INVESTorTRADE, which is the subscription service Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I do that every morning on the Australian shares, public holidays excluded. And you can get this from profithunters.com.au. And this is for subscribers now. So what I'd like you to do is to show you, what I'd like you to do is to listen to how we look at this. First off, we need to go to profithunters.com.au. And this is to cater for people who might be investors but would like to trade every so often. And it is a byproduct of what I do for my professional traders, my investors, and self-managed superannuation funds and traders who are constantly in the markets, and they're asking me questions all day, every day, and they come in live to do a webinar on the Australian shares at around about 9 a.m. in the morning. So we're preparing for the next day's trading. So here we go. This is the quick disclaimer and warning, and you can read that very quickly. So the first thing we want to do as subscribers is we want to go into profithunters.com.au, and this is how your website will look like. So what we do now is we're going to move across and we're going to go and log in. At the moment, I'm logged in, and what you can do here is here, put in your password and just log in. Come down here. Now, these things here are a little bit for the Profit Hunter Group Gold and Silver members who can ask me questions. Now we come down here, and if you're interested in the INVESTorTRADE service, you will find this little link here which says INVESTorTRADE category. There are 3 ways of doing this. Clicking on INVESTorTRADE, and then you will find that it will come up with a link. You might want to save this link, which is this link here called profithunters.com.au/category/INVESTorTRADE. Now, from here, you can see the category is INVESTorTRADE, and you click on INVESTorTRADE for today, which is the 6th of April, or for the 4th of April. So that's entirely up to you what you choose to do. Okay, so you can look at these lists as well. You can also go down and have a look at this link here, which also shows you latest posts. And sometimes you will see latest posts as coming up here, and you can see PHG trades, you can see investors chart, Great Investors ASX chart book, and the INVESTorTRADE for the 6th of April 2018. If you click on this, it will take you straight there. Just remember that, that's a very useful place to look. And here you will see a video, and you'll see the report and see which day it is and what time it was published. And you can see the INVESTorTRADE. You can use this video here. You can click on this one. It is a YouTube video unless I have problems. And what you can do is you can move along here and find the stocks you're interested in. Or you can also play it on extra speed, because sometimes I do entertain my members and we talk about things in that webinar. And you might want to click on 1.25 times speed, or you might want to click on 1.5 times speed and play it from there. Or you may want to drag along and try and find charts that you're interested in. In this case, this stock is, you can see it when you expand it a bit better, you can expand it. In this case, this is the financials, the ASX financials index. You'll see my charts and you'll hear what I say. Now I'll just stop that. Now, for those of you who like to search, we also have a transcript. And these transcripts, you can see the terminology, and you might want to do a Control F on yours. Now, I recommend using Google Chrome. It seems to work. I don't seem to have any problems with this when I use it. Other members have found it useful as well. So I recommend Google Chrome, and I also recommend you clear your cache every so often. So you might want to look at the link, clear cache in Google Chrome, and look up that, okay, shortcut. So we might have a cache there. So how to clear cache, and look in this one, clear cache, web store, Chrome Web Store, okay? So you can also get extensions which will clear your cache as well. So you might want to Google for those. Now, so you can also go down here and search for BHP, and you'll immediately come down to BHP, and it will find that by going Control F on your keyboard. You can also try, if you're interested in searching around in different categories, you might search for, you might also search for BHP in this category. And we have a search function, and we'll see where it ends up. Generally, what I try to do is to use bhp.asx to search for those. Or if you're looking for the INVESTorTRADE categories, you might search for INVESTorTRADE. And that way, that search function will come up fast. Let's see if we can find the next INVESTorTRADE using the search function. While we're waiting for that, it's got a lot of things to scan through. I'll show you also the next area. If you want to look back through the archives, you might want to click on here and say, I want to see last Wednesday's INVESTorTRADE, and I will pop that up, and here we go. Here's the search for INVESTorTRADE, and you can see here there's the 4th of April, and here's the 6th of April. And all you need to do is click on the button saying read more, and you will be given that. Now, if you wanted to go down and have a look at what I said on the 4th of April about certain things, you might come down here and come along and pick up this and open. I'll open this in a new tab so you can see what I was talking about on the 4th of April. And on the 4th of April, I was recommending that we were looking for a bit of a rally in the stock market before it rallied, and we'll pick up the INVESTorTRADE in this service. And you can see this one, this is the 4th of April. It pertains to everything. So it's fairly easy to use. Now, when these posts are up, you will receive an email when it's up in a raw content. You can look at that and work from it. So here I could say, you could see here that the bearish cycle starts to weaken from now and is weakened by next week. So we have some cycles which have pointed up to the financials and some of the banks. Now, what we have seen is some of these financials, like CBA, since Wednesday have gotten stronger. Let's look at those charts. These are the things that I'm looking for, and then I will give PHG trades that you can look at. We notice here that CBA has been picking up a little bit over the past couple of days since here the 3rd and 4th of April, and it's gone up a little bit. So these are the things that I'm trying to do, and we've put on some certain PHG trades, and I won't go into those. But you can go down here and you can see anything you're interested in that I have covered during the webinar. We cover the 4 major banks, we cover the top indices, we cover gold stocks, we cover materials index stocks, BHP and Rio, and sometimes FMG, depending on what questions are asked. If you'd like to be a gold member and ask questions, then gold membership is correct if you want to ask questions of me. Now, I do things, and I do this process all day, every day for my members who are gold members and silver members. The INVESTorTRADE is for those people. We look at long term, and we look at short term. I hope this has been of help for you. And notice along here, this is an important area with posts. And if you have a problem with your cache or something weird's happening, please log out, shut the computer down, and then go back in. Clear your cache and then log in again, reboot the computer, and then log in again. Thanks for putting your trust in me. Certainly, I have members who have been with me for 8 to 10 years. It's been a very long time we've been going with Profit Hunters. Sometimes these markets are confusing. Sometimes computers are confusing. I understand it. I get it. And hopefully this has helped you. If you've got any questions, please go to Ask a Ticket, and you want to put in a contact us, submit a ticket, and you can put in a ticket at any time. Log into your account here and then ask a question for help with using the computers, and my support staff will help you, and I will also help you when I can see the ticket there. Now, thank you. Have a very wonderful time, and thank you for putting your trust in my services. And if you're interested in this and you're just looking and browsing, go to profithunters.com.au. Remember that.